welcome back to our class. Today we're going to continue on with our warm cool weaving project. Today we need to move on to the cool sheet. Materials you should have is you should have already one spiral already colored. You should have a second spiral that has been drawn but ready to be colored today. You're going to probably want to have a pencil and eraser handy just in case you need to fix something. You're going to want to have a ruler handy, and you're going to want to have your crayons handy. Okay. So I'm going to set the warm color piece of paper off to the side for right now. I'm going to focus on the cold one. One thing that I would like to remind you of is look back at how many colors you used for your warm colors. You should use that pretty much the same amount that you used. In this particular picture, I have 4 colors, actually 5 colors. There's 2 different yellows in here that I used, and so I should end up with roughly about 5 here. My original aim was for 4 colors, and that is what I'm going to try to do here as well, and we will see whether that works again today. So I need to find at least 4 cold colors. Remember, your main cold colors are blues, greens, and violets. Okay, now that I have my 2 pictures done, okay, next what we're going to need to do is turn them so they go the same way. Okay, so make sure the spirals match, and then you're going to flip them over carefully, and you're going to label the top of each of them. So they're going to go up and down like this, and you're going to write over the corner here, top and top. That way you know exactly where the top is and the bottom is. Okay, then you're going to choose one. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm going to choose the cold one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half like this. So it looks like a book. Okay, the top is still at the top here. Okay. This is where your ruler is going to come in handy. And what we do to one is not necessarily what's going to happen to the other. So just hold off on this other piece of paper for right now. And what you're going to do is we're just going to get this set up. And you're going to use your ruler, and you're going to measure down. Oops, if I turn my ruler around so I can do this. And measure down 1 inch from the top. And put a mark. And notice I'm on the right-hand side of this one. And I slide my ruler over. Measure down 1 inch. Okay, and then I am going to connect them. So I got a dot over here, use my ruler to line the dots up, then draw a line like this. And this is what we call the stop line. So I'm actually going to write the word stop. Probably should be all capital here. Stop. And then your name. Because there's going to be lots of pieces, so good idea to always put your name on stuff. Okay. Next, what we're gonna do is we need to measure out. We're gonna do every inch for this. Again, the zeros here, I'm at the bottom here. And we're gonna measure every inch. So, get my ruler squared away. Put a dot at 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Notice that we're not going to the edge here. Yes, this side is smaller than the rest, and that's something we just kind of have to deal with because of the size piece of paper that we're working with. Okay, so we have dots spaced out every inch. I'm gonna move my ruler to just underneath that stop line and do the same thing. So I'm gonna get it all lined up. I'll put a dot at each inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Next, what I need you to do is you're going to take your ruler and you're going to connect your dots going straight up and down. But make sure this line goes through both dots and then stops at the stop line. That's why we put that line there, so we knew where this line was supposed to stop. We're going to leave this one like that for right now. And we're going to go back to this piece of paper. What I need us to do is there's the top up here, and on the back here we are going to be measuring over here on the side. Okay, zeros here at the bottom, and it actually should be about 11 inches tall. That's about how tall your paper should be. And then what we're going to do is notice I'm close to the edge. And I'm going to do the same thing we've been doing. I'm going to put a dot at 1, then 2, then 3, and 4, 5, all the way up to number 10. I don't need to do a number 11 because 11 is at the edge of the paper and there's no sense to mark it. And I don't need to do 0 because, again, that's at the edge of the paper and I don't need to mark that. Then what I'm going to do is come over here to this edge, get my ruler all lined up. And I'm going to do the same thing. Put dot 0, 1, or part of that dot at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next, I'm going to draw lines connecting them so they go straight across. You can start at the bottom, you can start at the top. Doesn't matter which one. Okay. So this is what your two pieces of paper should look like. This one's folded and has the lines this way. There's this one. The last thing we're going to add today is some numbers so that we can easily know what order our pieces are going to be in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I would like another set of numbers, exact same numbers over here. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2. If you measured everything correctly, you'll end up with 11 pieces. Okay, and this is where we'll stop today because the next part is gets kind of messy with all the loose pieces. So get it colored, get it measured, get it drawn, and then make sure your numbers are where they need to be. Okay, and then take a photo of it showing me this part. Okay, and I will see you next week.